How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And, yeah, a little bit of new brewery time in the form of Indiana Owns. 450 Brewing. It is their Fresh Fruit Milkshake IPA. Never had this before. Never had anything from their brewery before. But I was dropped. This beer was dropped on me today, actually, from my buddy Jim. I picked him up some beers at a brewery and kind of, as a thank you, threw me a couple beers, and this is one of them. So, yeah, new kind of your lactose laden kind of fruit kind of IPA thing. See how they come off. 'Cause that's what we do here, baby. As far as what it says in here, 450 North Brew Company, Fresh Fruit, Froot, milkshake IPA infused with mangoes and vanilla. It is 6.4% alcohol by volume. There is no date on this can as far as I can see. And that'd be that. It says, please enjoy soon after purchase for maximum freshness, but there is no date, so we can't talk about that at all. And the can's okay. It's kind of a silver sticker and a silver can with little kind of cartoony kind of fruit things going on there, and done and done. So, the milkshake IPA. Quite the rage nowadays. Gets all those haze boys and hop thoughts all hot and bothered. They love their sweetness. They hate their bitterness. But sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're not. Half pinky finger, just off white head. Infinitely kind of super tight compact bubbles with a nice creaminess on it. And, she's hazy. She looks like almost every other kind of hazy, kind of New England style IPA, whether it be milkshake or not. Let's see if we get a nose on her. Yeah, get nice kind of soft citrus, soft peaches, bit of that kind of mango in there, a little bit of soft bitterness. I believe it's coming more from the mango than the hops themselves. Oddly enough, while I do get a sweetness in there, and it has a touch of a kind of lactose vibe, not overly kind of vanilla lactosey. I mean, they're talking about a milkshake IPA with vanilla. I'm assuming there's lactose in there. I could be wrong. That could be an assumption. That could be an ask and you and me situation. But yeah. She smells nice. There's a bit of bittering there, enough to kind of balance it off, but it doesn't come off overly sweet. It smells like a nice kind of bit and piece kind of IPA. It smells like a lot of those flavors are coming more from kind of the hops than anything else. So yeah, let's dive in, see what she's got. Cheers. That's not bad. Again, you're getting a nice kind of bitterness in there. Nothing too crazy, nothing over the top, but it's like a generic, slightly green kind of hot bitterness. Definitely coming off like tomato stocky, like pulling weediness. And then you're getting the fruit portion of the show. It's citrus, it's peaches, it's got that mango thing going on. But it's not overly sweet. They definitely come off real and not like fake or synthetic. If I really try to dig down and get that kind of vanilla lactose thing, I don't think there's really lactose in here. I think there's just vanilla. And if there are putting lactose in here, it's very, very minimal. And the vanilla's just coming off barely enough to kind of just let you know there's a little bit more there sweetness-wise. But yeah, it's actually quite a, what's the word I'm looking for? Quite a reserved milkshake IPA. If you gave this to me and didn't put that kind of milkshake moniker on it, I probably wouldn't guess it was one of those. I would say, okay, there's a little something extra going on maybe, but nothing too sweet, nothing too candied, like nothing too milkshake like. It's more beer than milkshake, where a lot of these milkshake IPAs tend to be a bit more kind of added sweetener than beer itself. Now, that being said, it is a New England style IPA, so there's a big sweetness there, there's a big bitterness there. It's not kind of old school. I don't want you to lead you to believe it's not a kind of New England style hazy IPA. It is that. But it's nothing too synthetic, nothing too heavy-handed. It's very kind of rounded and very kind of deft in what it's doing. It's not ostentatious, for lack of a better word. And it's tasty. The bitterness is right where I want it to be with the sweetness. So it's kind of almost a perfect balance of those two. The fruit comes off nice and fresh, not synthetic. And like I said, that vanilla is very kind of minimal. Kind of rehashing exactly what I said, but I feel like I just needed to say it one more time. Nice mouthfeel. The bittering has a nice little kind of lasting kind of burn to it. I dig it, actually, quite a bit. It just lacks a little bit of kind of impact for me. It's tasty. It's not kind of in that civil society bearded Irish kind of level to where it kind of lacks a bit of personality. To me, this has a kind of distinct personality to it. I just feel like there's more to be found. It needs to be hashed out a little bit. Could it be a date thing? Could it be a time thing? I don't know. There's no date on the can, so I can't judge it for that. But I dig it. I dig it. I wouldn't put it up there with the upper echelon. I wouldn't put it up there with that kind of second tier that I love so much. But I definitely put it in the conversation of delicious and tasty for its style. So let's cut to that. Is it one of the better kind of hazy New England style IPs I've had as of late? Definitely on the conversation line. It's in that conversation. It's not going to be number one, but it's worthy being talked about. Let's put it that way. Value and availability, don't know. Maybe somebody out there in the whole IN land could kind of comment on its availability and how you get it. I assume it's it's a sticker can, brewery only stuff. 15 to 18 bucks a 4-pack. That's what I'm guessing it is. And I'll leave you with if you like what we like this. Honestly, if you like these kind of Haze-Bro hop thotty kind of beers, because this definitely foots the bill. It's not necessarily a milkshake, so I wouldn't go into it with that kind of mindset. But what you're getting there is a really nice kind of real fruit-laden kind of IPA with a nice bitterness and nothing overly kind of ostentatiously kind of flamboyant, but at the same time really well done. And definitely kind of working those angles that definitely turns a lot of those people on that covet beers like this. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, down there, words and stuff and things. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. Massive Beers. All 4 of those places for me on the social medias. For the podcasting end of things, Beer Massive, massif.com, or your favorite podcasting app, or just type in Beer Massive in the Googs. Find the whole podcasting stuff and all that bits and pieces. So there you go. Another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little fruit jammer right now. We'll see you next time. Cheers.